Okay. I didn't realize that I was cut off there.
Episode 3 of this Let's Walk,
Let's continue to walk down West 10th in Vancouver, BC.
the epic trilogy.
The epic trilogy. Oh, there'll be many more. There'll be many more episodes to come.
So where are we now?
Um,
Wait, you just said that. Never
this is
mind.
an
So
intersection.
I
No, we're still. Well, we're going down West 10th. Yes, we're going to continue to walk down West 10th. But every other crossing street that goes by, I would not be able to tell you
mhm,
because I'm not good at streets. I'm better at landmarks.
yep,
There
same
are
here.
people that are like that. Um, it's kind of a. This morning. It was kind of warm for a January, and like most of the time it's rainy and it's still cold at least.
Mhm.
But this was a pretty warm start to our year. How is
Ye-
yours? How is the show? How's the Chicago area this year? Like I hear it's usually a snowpocalypse on the East Coast area.
It we get both extremes of the weather. Like
Yeah,
we just these past few days, wind chill went down all the way to -50 Fahrenheit,
yeah.
and a lot of things are closed. Even I had to call my school for reinstatement, but their office was closed because the weather was so cold. Trains were delayed 2 hours. Like 90% of the flights out of O'Hare were canceled.
Oh
It's
man,
crazy.
that is crazy.
Yeah. But it gets really hot in the summer too, so
That's always good.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it was at least in Ontario they had an outage because of the winter,
Mhm.
and it lasted for weeks. A lot of people were spending the Christmas time in the darkness, in the cold darkness.
Yeah, that happened a lot in Chicago too. Like heat was down, water heating was down as well. There's some pictures of people's toilets with the water frozen inside of it. It was that crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed that I have to fix my mistake because I said that Chicago was on the East Coast. It's not, right? It's more central.
Yeah, it's Midwest,
Midwest. There you
Heartland.
go. There you
Yep.
go.
I don't know why they call it the Midwest because we're more on the eastern side of the country, but whatever.
I always have this feeling that for some reason I imagine you being closer to the Boston area, which is just weird. Because I'm just projecting where I would rather be onto you.
hmm I think
Because
it takes me the same amount of time to drive to Virginia as it does to New York.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're like right in between.
This is a park area. You just notice as you walk past this lady and her dog.
Park area. Are there swings or anything? I think I missed that.
No, it's next to a school, so that's really just like the area of the park that's like the school's baseball diamond and soccer field and football spot.
Yeah,
The 3-in-1.
I
But it
I played a lot of soccer in fourth grade.
that's your major sport. That was your go-to.
No, well, when I was in fifth grade, I played a lot of basketball,
Oh
but
yeah.
for fourth grade, it was soccer, and I had a lot of good friends there. But
Ah.
my highlight for playing soccer was kicking a ball straight up in the air. We're playing our class. Like it was just strange how this like came together. But there's the boys versus girls in our one fourth grade class, which was about 30 students.
Hmm.
And for like recess was about to end, so I kicked the ball straight up in the air, and then it landed on the female goalie's stomach, and she doubled over right in front of the goal. And instead of asking her if she was okay, I walked up to the ball and kicked it into the goal so we would win. But
Relentless child.
yeah,
Oh. This coming up right here. This is gonna be a rare sight.
Mhm.
This is the most snow that I've ever seen in like the past 3 days. But that's only snow there because this is an ice rink.
Yeah.
So it's the scrapings that they just dumped outside. As you can see, like it's a pretty large pile of snow. This blotch of white on the screen. It's supposed to look like snow. And
It's
yeah,
kind of sad that the most snow you've ever seen is scrapings from an ice rink.
yeah, at least that size.
Yeah.
But there you go. Proof that there is at least some snow in Vancouver, if anything. But yeah, no, but like back on the subject of sports though, like I kind of jumped around to a lot of different sports when I was a kid because it was the mentality of my parents. They were all like, "Oh, we got to find a sport that's right for our son, something that he'll enjoy and continue to keep playing for the rest of his life because he needs to be active instead of staying at home playing video games all day," which is totally fine. But I played a lot of baseball when I was a kid because that was a major sport for the area.
Hmm.
When the winter season was done and hockey was done being played, this baseball was everywhere. But it was one of those things that I was just never good at because I think I developed this irrational fear for getting hit by the baseball because of the amount of times that I got hit by the baseball.
Aw.
Yeah. A lot of like ankle bruises, one in the stomach, one in the arm. There was a pop fly that went up, and I was standing right underneath the ball. Like my glove was up in the air, and I was ready to catch it, but the sun was also in my eyes, so I couldn't see a damn thing. So I shifted out of the way because I didn't want to get hit in the face by the baseball, and it cost us the game.
Aw.
And everybody, I think I made less friends after that. I think that was around like grade 4 or grade 5 or whatever. But the two major sports that I actually kind of stuck with was soccer and bowling, if you can call bowling a sport, because I know some people don't really care to call bowling a sport.
I consider it a sport.
But the kind of bowling that we had was 5-pin. It wasn't 10, so you had like the 5 pins in the
What?
triangle thing, and you had smaller balls.
That sounds like some sort of British thing.
It might be. I'm not too sure. I feel like there's kind of some similarities in 5-pin bowling to lawn bowling.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, no, it was how it was set up is that the one in the middle was 10 points. The two beside it, or on either side of it, were 5 points, and then the two on the ends were 1 points. And that's how you would rack up the points that way. And it's a lot more harder to get a strike in 5-pin just because of the size of the ball and the fact that all these things don't like bounce around.
Hmm.
Or they can. If you throw the ball hard enough, those pins can fly and probably even break.
Well,
So it's not.
were you playing on like the same wooden area as a regular bowling alley?
Yeah,
Huh.
as a regular bowling alley. But that was our only bowling alley, really,
Hmm.
and where I grew up. I will reveal where I grew up in the next episode because we were running out of time on this one.
We got about 1 minute.
Yeah.
Charge up our spirit bomb. Next episode.
At least we'll be a little bit more on the ball to tell you when the next episode is going to happen instead of just shouting it at the very last second. But yeah, we're kind of getting back into the residential area of the spot as we pass by the shopping.
How far away are you from your origin point?
Probably like 30 minutes in now. 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
I would
Say about a
assume.
mile or two.
Yeah. I wouldn't know mileage wise, kilometers
Oh.
wise. I don't.
Oh yeah, because you're Canadian.
Yeah, we only measure in time.
I'm gonna keep talking, so we have to shout next episode.
No,
Blah,
no.
blah, blah, blah,
We
blah,
got 10
blah.
seconds. Tune in for the next Let's Walk. Happening soonish. Bye!